Hey guys and girls, I'm Linksot123 and welcome to the next update video about my project where I'm trying to recreate Zelda Breath of the Wild in Ocarina of Time. Basically, it's a long time since I've been making a video about this project because I have so much of things to do this summer. I got a job, so I have to be more hours on work. I had to focus on other videos and I basically didn't have time to work on this project. The last week I have been working a lot on textures for the temples and stuff like that. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys and girls what's new and what I have been doing in basically my week here to work on the project. Not much in my opinion, but I still think the final result at the moment is really great. I'm really happy for the final result at the moment, I'd rather say that. So let's start to take a look on the temples and then we are continuing updating this project. Let's go! So first of all, I'm gonna show you guys and girls the forest temple. You can basically see I'm not totally done with textures. I'm making these extremely colorful extra paintings on the textures, so I know what to edit and what that will do in the game, right? So as I've been saying in previous game or update videos for sure, basically I'm going out for GP's Wind Waker pack for Ocarina of Time, and then I'm basically restoring his textures into my own. I'm not copying his stuff, don't think that, but I'm using his for example of my own. So it's pretty hard for me to just know the exact names of textures and stuff like that, so I'm just using his as a statement to go out from, and I think that's pretty okay. I don't copying his stuff once again, so yeah, don't blame me because I won't copy any kind of work he have done. Anyways, the forest temple is not totally done, but you can clearly see the textures up here with the lens of truth and stuff like that. Basically, it's a lot of blue and sand colored textures. Because that's basically the colors of the different shrines that appears in Breath of the Wild. So I really tried my best to create some monograms or whatever I can call it, some signs on the walls and stuff like that that shows this is a shrine. Also the name where it says Forest Temple, that will be changed into Forest Shrine. Sorry. That might be a pretty cool detail and probably in the end show off that this is not a temple anymore, this is just a shrine. A pretty long shrine anyway, but that's basically the idea with changing the temples, because it's the same textures that I tried to make appearing in all of the temples. So some of you guys might complain about this seems to be really easy because for God's sake, you're just copying and pasting the same texture all over the whole game or the whole dungeon design. But no, it takes time because I'm still trying to make a little bit of variation about the whole dungeon design. For example, here you can see this really cool texture that I found. I don't even know where I found this, probably on Google or something like that. This really reminds me about the shrine textures appearing in Breath of the Wild. But anyways, here it's just the carpet basically for the forest temple, but in another temple it might be the walls or something like that. For example, here it's also on the pillars, which fits the temple pretty well. So that's the whole idea with the dungeon design here. You can also see we got some bluish kind of textures here, and then we goes up to these sand colored stones that we are walking on. So there's no plan for the whole dungeon design, but mostly these sand and blue colors for sure. The next thing I will show you guys and girls is the gardens here, which is also changed a lot. I'm going to do this pretty fast so we can see all of the temples, But basically I changed the grass into stones, so that's just that. If you want to see much more of remaking the shrines into, for example, the forest temple, make sure to like the Facebook page, because I'm posting images while I'm editing the whole project here, so you will get much more of content there if you liking the page and following up there. We are still only at 53 likes, and I think you guys and girls, please throw much more likes after this page, because it might take some time yet to finish up this project. Let's go to the next dungeon. As you guys and girls can see here, the next dungeon is going to be the Deku Tree. Basically this is going to be the Deku Shrine, I'm probably gonna call it that. And wow, that was the first dungeon that I tried to remake into a shrine, and I think I did that job quite well. For sure the Deku Babas is also going to be changed into probably a more mechanic looking, so it fits the bosses and stuff like that. I haven't even designed the bosses yet, but they are also going to be a mechanic looking thing, just like Ganondorf that appears in every shrine. Or is it the temples? I think it's the temples, yeah. Sorry, but basically I'm trying to do a mix between shrines and temples. I hope you guys and girls like that. Anyways, a little cool effect basically is the shield here. Take a look at it. This is trying to symbolize the first shield that Link got. I think it's the first shield, maybe. But that shield, the wooden shield in Breath of the Wild, that it's actually round, but I haven't changed the actual 3D model for the shield, so it's just going to be the Kokiri shape. But basically I really love the texturing here, because try to take a look at it, it really fits so well into the game, and I really think that's the charming thing with the making a texture pack for Ocarina of Time, because you can do so much with it. Another thing that you guys and girls have been complaining about is that you guys and girls, some of you, means that this project is not something new and it's just a texture pack. For God's sake, guys and girls, you are much more clever than that, really. You can't complain about a simple texture pack, because I have said in previous update videos that this is just a texture pack, but I'm trying my best to give a whole new feeling to Ocarina of Time. So it feels like you are exploring a whole new area instead of just the Deku Tree or something like that. But I'm probably not going to edit any 3D models and stuff like that. I could probably learn that in some time, but really I don't feel I have the same time for creating these extreme fan projects at the moment, because I'm a grown man in some way. So I really don't have the time for it. And I think that's also the reason why most of the other fan projects to the Zelda games really just got cancelled, because people don't have that amount of time, so they can't put any work in it in the end, basically. So basically I don't want to lose this project, so I'm trying my best just to do it as good as I can with the resources that I can at the moment. So I don't need to learn any 3D modeling stuff while I'm editing this project. But maybe I'm going to get some game shot codes and stuff like that could change some more in Ocarina of Time, but let's see what the time brings us. Next dungeon. Wow. You guys and girls can probably see where I ended up to the next dungeon, which is going to be the Shadow Temple. Basically this dungeon or this temple really feels like a good shrine or a good temple to basically remake with these kind of textures, because it's pretty dark but it still gives a great feeling. I don't know why, but seriously I'm just loving editing this whole temple into these with these textures basically. You can also see the Highland shield is changed into a brown looking greenish shield. Don't ask me why, but it's just to do a little change on the shield while I'm making these update videos, but in the end it will be edited into a high texture, high resolution type of Highland shield, so don't think about that yet. Basically, a lot of these textures is the same because the textures appearing in this temple, there's not much really. You got some different stone looking textures, and basically that's it. So yeah, not much there. We also got these invisible walls that appears to be filled with skeleton skulls and stuff like that. I changed that into lens of truth looking pathways, so you need to use the lens of truth to see through these walls, and that's pretty nice. I really love that effect. First of all, it appears in a shrine, but it also appears to be the lens of truth that you need to use here. Pretty nice. I hope I can edit the actual texture for lens of truth later on, because if I can make it blue or probably silver or something, that would be pretty neat. Anyways, the whole temple here, it's still creepy as hell, but I still think it also fits really well with these textures. As I said before, you can just take a look here. It just looks really well fitting, I think. And you can also see on my in-game HUD here, it's changed into this Wii looking in-game HUD, and I think that fits really well for a Breath of the Wild texture pack, because as I said before, I might gonna find some different GameShark codes to add into the project, and I think this is going to be one of them. At least one of them, right? Let's take a look on the next dungeon. The last dungeon I'm going to show you guys and girls is going to be the fans' favorite water temple, right? That's the best dungeon that basically appears in the Zelda series, right? Anyways, let's just talk about the damn textures. It was the first and only temple I tried to remake into a shrine. It was the one that I was testing out textures on, and then I realized this is going to be a pretty good shrine. And then I kept working on this late nights while I was hearing the soundtrack from Wind Waker, and then yeah, I got crazy and tried to do that with all of the temples. Stupid me. A lot of work basically needs that, but anyways, I love doing this, and I love doing this for all of you guys and girls, so for sure I do that with a little smile. I try to. The water temple is pretty majestic. It really needs to have some kind of charming stuff to it. I think it's not done at all. Basically, I worked much more on the other temples than this. I don't know why, but it's not that well fitting. I think some of the textures might be better with a little kind of Photoshop on it, but for God's sake, it was the first temple, and I just need to have a little weekend or something, and then I'm ready to rumble in the jungle here. That sounds pretty weird. Anyways, the temple itself is it's pretty huge, and a lot of different textures is also appearing around the temple. So for sure, I need to have some time to do this, but I think it's going to be the last temple that I'm trying to remake into a shrine. I don't know why, but yeah, that's just how it's gonna be. But yeah, that was basically all of the temples that I have been working on the last week. I hope you guys and girls think this is looking pretty much like Breath of the Wild, and you are going to enjoy the future content that I'm going to post on the Facebook page. Make sure to throw a like after that, and also this video, because it means the world to me. It at least keeps the motivation up for the whole project here, and it just keeps me being happy, because if a video don't get any likes, why the fuck keep working? Why the hell should I keep working on this project? So please show some love, throw a little like after this, and share the Facebook page, because it brings a little smile to me and this dark fella. Anyways, I hope you guys and girls, whoa, easy. He's angry here. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed watching this video, and basically, what do you think about my work here? So make sure to write that in the comment section, and I see you guys and girls in the next video. Bye!